Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. This is Robert Goodman for Positive Strokes, Staying Clean on YouTube. Today I want to talk about, after the period of time that you've been in recovery and you built a good life for yourself and you achieved some of the things that you thought you would never achieve and you've moved forward with your life and you got a sound recovery, you have a sound relationship, you have a sound job, you're taking care of yourself, and life is good, and you're right where you wanted to be. You finally got there after all this time going through your addiction and everything. And then now you're there. And all of a sudden, the complacency, the what's next? What am I going to do next now? I mean, I've achieved what I wanted to achieve. I'm there now. I mean, I have the family. We're doing good financially. My family, we're all good. My kids are good. I mean, things are just okay. I mean, just but life is in session, and you get that feeling where what's next? Well, thing that was taught early in recovery that was taught to me was that we should have a 5 year plan, a 10-year plan of what we want to achieve and goals that we want to do. We want to have a journal so we're focusing on our main goal to be self sufficient, to have a life that we're dreaming about, but we can make it a reality. And I understand that we get sidetracked because life gets in the way, life is in session, things happen where we have to attend to these issues. But all through that, we have to attend to, and all the problems that other people that we love have, we must not lose focus on ourselves. We should not let the problems of people, places, and things divert us from our primary purpose of living our best lives. Understand that you have no power over the situation that other people are going through, loved ones, friends. What you can do is offer help, sympathy, but you can't let all that engross you to divert you from your primary purpose. I understand that people that we love, they get sick and we want to be there. We can be there for them, but also we don't want to put ourselves in catch 27, digging a hole for ourselves. How can we continue to help them if we're digging our own grave and making our life worse and worse off, which would cause us to degress and not progress? Something to think about. You know, our loved ones, our parents, want us to strive to be the best we can be. They want us to make our mark in life, dig our own home in life within the confines of this world, to have a good life. They want us to have a better life. And that's the best gift that we can give our parents is that we give ourselves a good life. That makes them feel that all that they sacrificed was worth it because their child has grown and have their best life and they're enjoying their life. They're appreciating it. They're fulfilling your dream by them living their best life. And it's something to think about. I know that we love people and we care for them, and they're going through changes and situations, and we want to do everything we can. We can give of ourselves to help, but we can't, we shouldn't take from ourselves in a point where it's costing ourselves a lot, because we can throw ourselves all into the situation and dig a hole for ourselves, and then when the situation is over, we're down in the hole. We're down in the hole, and now we're trying to get back up out of the hole, which would make our lives just harder to deal with and to face our normal things that we have to face and deal with our situations as we're supposed to deal with. Understand that we only have a certain amount of power. We are not able to save nobody. All we can do is give advice, give information, help, but the rest is on them and the people that they have dealing with their situation to make their life better. Accepting that we don't have that kind of power is very painful because we love that person or them people. We love and we care for them. And we want to do everything that we can to help them to be the best that they can be. Or if they're going through medical situations where there's only so much that you can do because of their medical problems. But the interesting thing is that they really don't want you to destroy your life and what you have to sacrifice for theirs. They really don't. They want you to flourish and have a good life. But there's only certain things that you can do. You have no control over the medical situation. You're not a doctor. You don't understand. You only get layman's terms that you will understand what's going on with them. And you have to rely on the information that the doctor gives you. Then you see what circumstances and how bad their circumstances is. When I realized that I had a friend and they was really messed up and there was not too much anybody could do anything. They were getting ready to check out eventually. And I wanted to do everything that I possibly could to help them. But you know what? They told me that the greatest gift that I could give them is to live my best life. That you had took time out of your life to spend with them. They appreciated that you didn't make them feel less than or make them feel so down about their situation because they're terminal. Their life is going to end. They know it, you know. But I got a chance to give them joy and understanding and peace of mind on their way out. I didn't destroy my life to give them a better life for a short period of time. What I did was I was there to walk with them through what they had to face. And that meant more than anything that any amount of money that you could give them, that you allowed them moments of pleasure and joy before they left. But when they died, it hurt me very dearly. And you know, the guilt sets in where, oh, I wish I could have did this, and I should have been able to do that, and and the reality of it is that I had no power. I had no control over the situation. All I can do is give wisdom and understanding about the situation and give comfort and love. But I cannot let their situation consume me, whereas I give up everything that I have achieved for me and my family to run to them because in retrospect, they didn't want that. They want, yes, to spend time with me. Yes, they wanted to do that. They wanted to enjoy my company, reflect on good times that we had, and talk and just be there, and just conversate, you know. And we both knew what the end result was, but we didn't sit and talk about it. It wasn't a part of the conversation. Our conversation was totally different. It was reflection of good times. It was reflection of some of the bad things and stupid things that we've done. And it brought joy to them. It made them feel good. You know, there was times that I had to leave and handle business, take care of the family. But after I did that and made sure that was situated and straight, I came back and we spent time together. And it was a back and forth thing because I couldn't take away from the family their needs just because this situation is going on. My responsibility is to my family. When I made a commitment to my partner to have a family, to take care of one another, then that's my responsibility. That's my number one responsibility. But everything after that comes after that. And that's the hard truth of having a family. That sometimes that you have to understand that you're not in a position to do things that you would like to do. That if you try to put yourself in a position to do the things that you will hurt your family, that you will hurt everything that you built up to this point. You might hurt yourself so financially that it might hurt you, might lose a lot. So you have to be wise in your decisions and understand that you don't have no power over that situation, but all you can do is give some love, understanding, and commitment. But don't destroy what you built with your family to help them because you know the end result of what's going to happen. You know that then where they're going to lean towards, and you could lose your family and lose that person if you don't choose wisely and make sound, solid decisions. I just wanted to share that to you. That it's very important that you don't get complacent because you've reached your point in your life where everything is good, whereas you've done all the work and now it's like a moment of peace and tranquility where you feeling good about yourself, where you're comfortable, where everything is now you're like, what am I going to do next? Did you make a 5 year plan? Did you make a 10-year plan? Are you trying to work on your dreams, monetary dreams? Are you building a better financial stability for your family? Are you planning to have vacations with your family members to do things together as a family? Or what are you putting yourself out there to do to draw your family closer, knitted together as one? Because your immediate family is your responsibility. The immediate family is the responsibility. Now, the family on the outside, each family has responsibility to their family. but also it's part of a bigger family as we can work together as a full family, as a team, but also it's our job to make sure that our family is right. Each individual family must make sure that their family is okay. That's their job. And by doing that, making sure that each family is immediate family is doing good and being responsible and handling their business, then when someone in the family needs help, that everybody can give a little portion to help to get them back on the good foot. So remember, recovery is a selfish thing. It's a personal thing and it's a selfish thing. It's selfish that you make sure that you are okay. Make sure that nothing will stand in your way of living your best life, having a sound foothold in your recovery. Whether you're recovering from drugs, eating, gambling, whatever it may be that you're recovering from, if you're doing the work on yourself, that means that you are a responsible person to make your life better. And you're willing to do the work so you can live your best life. So that makes you your own hero. You are your own hero because you are doing the work. You're looking at your faults and you're understanding that you need to change your behavior. You need to find another way to work through whatever you have to go through to get to the other side of living your best life. It's not up to anybody else to help you get to there. It's your job. I'm 66 years old and I'm learning very strongly that the more I work on Robert, the better I be to myself and others. And I begin to understand that my mistakes that I make, I need to pay close attention to myself because I'm an imperfect person and I make mistakes. And I will continue to make mistakes until I die. If the mistake is not important, it's what I do after the mistake. What I do after the mistake, that's what's important. Make sure that I make the right decision out of a bad situation. Understand that I am imperfect, so I will make mistakes. So I don't have the novelty of knowing everything or being the best person. You better follow me and everything. I'm a very imperfect person and I make mistakes. And if you understand that you are an imperfect person and you make mistakes, then you can make your life better. You can look at yourself in the right way. You don't look at yourself, well, I know everything and I know what's going on and you need to do this and, don't do what I do, but do as I say, because I know. And that is false information to self. False information to self. But if you work on yourself, focus on you, make your life better, and keep striving to make yourself better, your life will get better. You will get better. Doors will open up that you thought would never open up. You will become the best person of yourself. You would appreciate and respect yourself because you are doing better. Nobody can come in and give you a bad report and you're not going to accept that because you know you're working on self. So if you're not working on yourself, that's on you. That's your problem. But I'm making my life better, which gives me peace, inner peace, that I'm at my best, that I'm not hurting myself. And if I'm not hurting myself, then I'm not hurting others. This is Robert Goodman from Positive Strokes. I hope you got something from this message and subscribe. You see, it doesn't cost you nothing to subscribe to the channel. That this will be the 300th video that I've made for YouTube channel since I created this channel. Number 300. Subscribe. I have 49 subscribers now. I would love to see that get to 100. 100 subscribers. Yes. Because my goal is for everyone to live their best life, for you to flourish. That you, when you go to sleep and you wake up with a smile on your face because you have achieved so much and been through so much and you've came out on top. You didn't let people, places, and things divert you from your primary purpose of living your best life. You have a great day.